my name is Carolyn. So today we are talking about a pretty controversial topic, which is should Christians drink? So first off, I just want to say that what one person is personally convicted on, another may not. And so I will answer the question right now. Should Christians drink? I see nothing wrong with it. Throughout the Bible, we see that people drink wine, and yeah, so I see nothing wrong with it, and based off of the Bible, the fact that they were not reading, drinking wine throughout the Bible, it just, I mean, obviously it's like, okay, Christians can drink. They talk about it throughout the Bible. Now, the first verse that I want to share with you guys is Romans 14:1-23. I will have this as a pinned comment in the comment section, just so that you guys can actually get a chance to read it. But yeah, this verse is really great because it basically talks about what one person is personally convicted on, another may not, and it really just talks about being fully convinced in your own mind on what you believe and what your morals are, and what your standards are. So yeah, the next verse I want to share with you guys, and I'm just going to be reading off Bible verses like crazy. I'll probably have them popped up on the screen fairly quickly, but the first one is 1 Thessalonians 5:7, which says, "For those who sleep, sleep at night, and those who get drunk at night." The next verse is Ephesians 5:18, which says, "Do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Spirit." So the next two verses, the first one is Matthew 7:1-2, which says, "Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." And first off, I feel like this verse is so important because a lot of times as Christians or just as human beings, we tend to judge others based off of our standards and based off of what we believe. And you never know what somebody's beliefs are or what somebody's morals are or even what somebody's standards are. And so what you think is right or wrong, that person may disagree with, and that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's really just respecting others. That's all it is. So the next verse is Luke 6:37, which says, "Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven." And this verse is also really important because, again, it's talking about do not judge or you will be judged. And, just like the last verse, it's like if you judge in this way or you use this type of measure, you will be judged and measured that way. And so it's almost like a warning. It's like, be careful how you judge others because that is how you will be judged. The next verse is Isaiah 29:9, which says, "Be stunned and amazed, blind yourselves and be sightless, be drunk, but not from wine, stagger, but not from beer." And basically, this is talking about being drunk on the Spirit or with the Spirit. And I know some people might be like, what? Like, that's weird. But yeah, that's basically what it's talking about. It's here this verse is just warning you about, what comes with being drunk, staggering, and, your vision is blurred, and, what I mean? It just comes with the territory. And the next verse, I'm not going to attempt to say this name. I'm just going to pop it up on the screen because I'm not going to butcher it. But it's 2:15, which says, "Woe to him who gives drink to his neighbors, pouring it from the wineskin till they are drunk, so that he can gaze on their naked bodies." And I feel like this verse, when I came across it, I was like, whoa, that's a big one. And really, this is just about, I don't know. I feel like this verse is just like, for me, when I read it, I was like, whoa, that's a heavy verse. And it really was talking about, giving drink to your neighbors to the point where they get drunk and then doing the unthinkable. And, when somebody's in that state, they're not thinking right. They're not, they're not necessarily in control of what they do, and a lot of the times they're unaware of what they're doing or what they're saying. And so it's really just, this verse really just talks about like taking advantage of people in that way. And so it's a heavy verse. So like I said earlier, people are convicted differently. Some people don't drink at all and others see nothing wrong with it. Don't condemn someone for doing something that you are convicted on. It is between them and God. And I feel like that is so important, and so important to remember that, you know, the way that you do things, some people may not do those things. And like I know there was a lot of women talking about whether or not they cover their heads during prayer. And some women cover their heads all the time. It's such a normal thing. They just do it all day, every day. And some women just do it during prayer, and others don't do it at all. And, again, it's just, I personally think it's so beautiful that women do that. There is scriptures that talk about that, um, and talk about covering our heads and how our hair is our covering. And I feel like there's a lot of verses that talk about that. But again, that's a really controversial topic, and people could be judging others who don't wear anything at all. For example, I don't wear anything at all right now. And I say right now because who knows, God could later on convict me on it, but so far He hasn't. And, again, it's between them and God. And it's so important to respect how other people practice their religions, and how other people, they read the Bible, and if it says to cover their heads, they cover their heads. It's just, it's between them and God, and it's just really respecting them, and honoring their relationship with God, and just respecting that. So yeah, that wraps up today's video. I'm not gonna drag this on any longer. I shared a bunch of verses. Again, I will have them just listed down below, in at the top of the description box. So if you want to know them or go and look them up in a version that maybe is a little bit easier for you to understand, you can definitely do that. But I want to thank you all for watching today's video. There will be a new video every Friday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and there is a Facebook group. It is private, so if you want to join, you will have to request to join, and there's just a few simple questions that you will have to answer. But yeah, it's great there because we just discuss the videos, and we talk about things that are going on in our lives. And I really just love the Facebook group, and I love what it's turning into. There's also an Instagram page that you can follow as well. So if you don't have Facebook or don't really like joining any Facebook groups, there's an Instagram page, so don't worry. And yeah, if you have a prayer request, you can leave it in the Instagram comments on the Purity Sisters Instagram, or you can DM me on there. Or you can go, if you're in the Facebook group, feel free to request to post a prayer request post, and I will just approve it, or one of the moderators will approve it. Or you can comment on this video down below in the comment section, and you can just request to have your prayer request shared in one of these videos. So that way we're just all praying for you, and just standing with you in agreement. So again, I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope all of you have a wonderful week, and God bless.